Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to tonight's stream. One of these days, I'm gonna get it right, and then it's just gonna stay that way. But anyways, welcome to tonight's stream. Hopefully, y'all is having a good night. Let me post that I am live. I just scrolled on through my photos and came across the car museum that I went to. Car museum is freaking sick, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody talking about, oh, the car museum, it ain't really all that. It's not all that fun. You just sitting around looking at cars. You can't even, you can't do nothing. What game is this? This is the Crew MOTORFEST. Solid racing game. I definitely recommend checking it out. Twitch. Takes a moment to start. Oh no, I guess not. They must have fixed that. All right. What I do? Summit. I didn't do anything Summit related. I mean, I guess I'll take it. They honestly just gave me 100 XP for 100,000 XP for no reason, because I ain't do nothing Summit related. Oh, maybe it might have been some challenges from when I had last played this game. I guess that makes sense. They get necklace. Look like I got a necklace. Used to like card games. Card games are pretty sick. It's like, you find like a good one, like, yeah, you have some fun with it. I guarantee and I promise you that. I don't know if you've ever played racing games before, but I promise you, you'll like some racing games. I think that's just the thing though. A lot of people be thinking like racing games are boring, but trust me, you find a good racing game, you'll have a lot of fun with it. And with this game, it's like they have like a lot that you can do in here. It ain't just like, dang, I forgot to do that. I should have bought the year pass. But they got like plane racing, they got helicopter racing, boat racing, and then of course cars. But where am I going? I'm just gonna go this way. My knowledge on racing games like Mario Kart, I'm not too interested in real life cars. I'll be real. Oh, that's good too. That's good too. Mario Kart, I feel like that's a perfect game to start off at. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Mario Kart. Anybody that says Mario Kart's a bad game, I'm like, nah. You ain't never questioned your existence in your family unless you done sat down and played yourself a Mario game. Like, there's been times where I done had to question. I'm like, do I really belong in this family? Like, cause I really want to put them in like a full Nelson or a Walls of Jericho. Like Mario Kart, it's like Mario Kart and Uno. Them the two games that would break apart a family. But it's fun though. Like it's fun when you're winning, but when you're losing, nah. It's that type of stuff where I'm all like, I'm about to become a whole villain. Do I go? I guess I can just go down here. Let's never play Coconut Mall with me after. That's what I'm saying, bro. Coconut Mall. Man, you just brought back, you just unlocked a memory. You really unlocked the memory. Coconut Mall used to be my go-to. That used to be my go-to track. It got to the point where my family, they started to get upset. It was more so my mom and sister, but they were starting to get upset at the amount of times I went to Coconut Mall. I'm like, look, you guys can judge me all you want, but we going to Coconut Mall. Coconut Mall, Ghost Valley, Maple Tree. Was it, no, Maple, what was it called? It was like Maple Tree something. It's like Maple Tree. It might have just been called that. But I'm trying to think what other tracks they have in there. Mario Kart Wii would probably be the best Mario Kart game of all time. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is alright. Them the only three that I played though. Wii, Deluxe, Maple Tree Way. I know, bro, that was, you know what, fun fact about Maple Tree Way? I got stuck. So you know how, like, all right, so let me try to explain it the best I can. I want to like focus on it. So you know, like right before you cross the finish line, there's that jump where you can hit like a jump real quick right before you cross the finish line. So there's a tree branch where I guess if I don't know if it's like if you have to use the mushrooms or what, but it's like if you go fast enough, you could get stuck on a tree branch. And that's what happened to me. I got stuck on a tree branch and ended up losing the race. You thought like getting hit with a blue shell was like, no. Getting stuck in a tree and you watch everybody pass you up, that's the type of inches, not even inches, bro, centimeters away from becoming a whole villain. Because I've never had that happen to me before. I've never got stuck in a Mario Kart game. That was the first and last time I ever got stuck in a Mario Kart game. It's like just when you've seen it all, you get stuck in that. That's it, bruh. I honestly wish that I could give you a legitimate answer. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you know, you just got hit him with a good old-fashioned Kanye West quote. I guess we'll never know. Because I still to this day don't understand it. And the thing is like, I tried recreating it. I tried recreating it on purpose, but I'm like, fam, no, that was like one of those things where it's like all the planets lined up. And then, yeah, that was the downfall of the planets lining up. Me getting stuck on Maple Treeway. It's like so much could have happened, but nah, that had to. Man, I'm telling you, that whatever day that was, that had to have been the worst day in history of gaming. Because I still to this day, I can't even. I don't know. It leaves me in a confusion. I wonder if I can put this, because something seems off. They don't have. I don't think they have. Oh, it's already on performance. So that's just the quality. Okay. Of course. It's like, you know, good old Twitch for you. They're like, nah. They're right now. They in the middle of a conversation. Nah, let's just hit them with an ad. Cause that's what people like. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go to TwitchCon one of these days, and I'm gonna do that. When the Twitch executive worker, wait, is that mountain going off, or is that a volcano? But regardless, no, I'm gonna do that to one of them, like Twitch CEO, executive, somebody. Halfway through them talking, I'm just gonna start playing the Pizza Hut commercial off of my phone. I'm like, you see how annoying that is? You see how annoying that is? You be talking with somebody that just out of nowhere, an ad just come up out of nowhere and just interrupt the conversation. It's like, work on that, people. Almost missed my turn. Yeah, cars, it handles so much better now. Now that I switched up them settings. Give me 3 consecutive 30-second ads. You know, I don't know about all that, but I mean, yeah, it is weird. It is weird. They be hitting me with ads too, so they like to wait until it get like I get like halfway through a conversation, and then that's when they hit me with an ad. That would be crazy though if there was like that would be some stuff, but that would definitely get Twitch canceled. There's like, cause what platform was it? Was it TikTok? I think it was TikTok where somebody came out and said like they based their algorithm on beautiful people, like beautiful looking people, and I'm like, dang. So like, what did they like? What so I catfish people? Like, am I not beautiful? I thought I was handsome. Like I mean. Dang, I'm like, that's how that goes. All right, I mean, I guess. I was like, if TikTok is really on that business, I'm like, bro, that's messed up. There's people out there that's probably like, I'll be posting some of the most funniest content of all time. Why is it not taking off? And then it's like, you don't want to be like flat out honest with them. But I mean, it's like, I don't know. I don't think I'd look somebody in the face and about like, well, I hate to break it to you, but you are ugly. I'm like, fam, how do you tell somebody that? Like, you can't tell nobody that. Subjective. I'm not the one to judge on men's appearance since I like women. Yeah. And it's like, that's the thing where it's just, you know, if they are on that business, I'm like, fam, how do you know at the end of the day that's what people want to see? I don't want to see a bunch of, the thing is this, as how I look at it, everybody is beautiful. There ain't no such thing as a ugly person. Like, I just talked about this on my podcast, where it's like, you hear that at times, where there's like, there be dudes that be wanting to go in women's comment sections while like, oh, if she don't answer my DM, then she ugly, she this, she's that, she a OnlyFans thought, I'm like, fam, no, she just don't want to be bothered with you because of your attitude. I'm like, how you acting in her comment sections right now? Yeah, that's why she don't want to be bothered with you. It ain't about her appearance. Even if she, and I guarantee and I promise you, she gave you a chance, you will fold. So that's why I'm like, to me, I don't put nothing past anybody. I'm like, it's more so, I'm like, if they got like a ugly mindset, then that's one thing. But as far as like their appearance, I'm like, fam, if they want to work on it, that's their choice. But I'm not gonna be the one to be all like, oh nah, you gotta change your appearance. You gotta look more handsome or pretty or this or that. You want to make it. I'm like, fam, you can. And see, that's the thing. I'm like, I feel like that whoever I end up marrying, she's gonna be so confused because she's gonna be all like, we going out on a date, you don't want me to dress up? I'm like, fam, you could go to this restaurant dressed up in some sweats. I'm like, I'm just trying to eat. I don't care about all that extra stuff. Like, whoever my wife is, she gonna be mad confused. She was like, I haven't dressed up in years because he cares, but he don't care. Like, sweats, no makeup, hair's not even did. What else? Cause I don't know, me, I don't be paying attention to stuff like that. I can't remember where I heard that from. They was all like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, fam, I just know there's gonna be a day where when I am like in a serious relationship and she's gonna be all like, babe, I got my nails did months ago and you haven't and they were like, I got them removed, so like you didn't compliment them or anything. I'm like, I don't know, I'm sorry, I guess. Like one day I did, they looked red, I just thought you ate some hot Cheetos or something. Like I don't pay attention to stuff like that. You know, you should know that. Like there's at times like where I am hanging out with women and stuff, and then they're all like, they're like, oh, she got a nice dress on. Like, I guess. I'm more so paying attention to the sneakers. I'm like, I'm like, them some nice Jordans. I'll pay attention to that, you know, because I'm a sneakerhead. But as far as anything else, I'm all like, yeah, I don't know. I don't be paying attention to stuff like that. Maybe I gotta work on that. I feel like I gotta work on that. More so just for the compliment value and stuff. But other than that, I'm like, I feel like after some time being in a relationship, it's like when years done, she tells me about it. If I'm not telling, see, that's what I'm saying. That's me. That is 100% me. If nobody tells me, I'm not gonna know. But if she does get herself a new pair of shoes, that I will know, because I'm a sneakerhead, so that I will compliment. But that's another thing where I feel like, you know, when people I be hanging out and they be doing that, they be like pointing out other people's, you know, like whatever they got going on, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't really be looking at people like that, you know? I don't be going out and about they have to be doing something like wild and outlandish for me to for them to catch my attention. But other than that, I'm like, I don't be paying attention. I don't be looking at people. I'm like, people honestly think I'm like on some like NPC zombie behavior when I go outside. I don't be looking at people. I don't be paying attention. None of that. friends be contacting me like later on social media to talk about, I seen you today, but you looked upset, so I didn't approach you. I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. It's just I just don't want to be bothered, you know. Well, I'm like, but you can approach me, we can have a conversation, you know. But I just it's one of those things where I'm not like, nah, I don't be paying attention to people like that. And us more people who annoy me, are you gonna be rude to me? Have lowercase. That's that's crazy. Lowercase teeth is crazy. That is insane. Nah, I gotta say that. Nah, you know that. Yeah, look. I'm gonna just let you know in advance. I'm gonna most likely use that for myself one day. But just understand, like, I might forget that it came from you, but just know that, like, you're the originator of that. You're the originator of that, because that's insane. I don't even know how. At that point, nah, fight gotta happen. If I'm arguing with somebody and they're gonna be like, bro, you wearing them old whack Jordan with them lowercase teeth, and you think you out here doing something? At that point, I gotta take my shirt off, and I'm like, nah, we gotta take this out in the parking lot. I don't care. I don't care no more. I'm like, I do not. They were all like, but they were like, Tyler, he's a black belt. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, he can have a Gucci belt. It don't matter to me. You ain't gonna you ain't gonna talk to me like that in front of a crowd of people talking about I got lowercase teeth. I'm like, nah, we gotta scrap. We gotta go out in the parking lot. We just gotta scrap. I'm like, you might win 4 out of the 5 fights, but I'm like, hey, but I'm like, at least I helped my own. But I'm like, I can't go out like that. That's crazy. I'm like roasting people. It's just, you see, that's a roast. That's a roast right there. That's one of them things where it's like, it has somebody thinking, like, they gonna be looking in the mirror like, dang, I really got some lowercase t. That's what I'm like, man, I gotta see this person. This is an actual person that got some lowercase t. I'm like, dang. I'm like, that's messed up. I'm like, you just out here rocking the lowercase. I'm like, dang, bro. You can't even type full words on his teeth. You know he don't show his teeth when he smile. Every picture ever since he started, like, probably since middle school. Like, when he lost all his teeth, and he's all like, dang, so I just regrew the same teeth back. He's like, I ain't get no new teeth. Alright, that's the messed up part. That man lost all his teeth when he was a kid, and they came back in the same size. That's messed up. I'm like, what kind of teeth do you got? Where it's like they don't even come back in a newer size. They came back in the same size, extra small. There's another dude who looks like a crackhead, Mr. Bean, and he has a crackhead Mr. Bean. Dang. I'm trying to imagine that. Like, I feel like Mr. Bean, he kind of already had that behavior, but he wasn't, though. Like, he wasn't a crackhead. That's just who he was. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, I don't be going around. I'll roast the person if I need to. But I don't know. Like, because I'm trying to think of somebody that I could roast that really, really annoyed me. I have to say it was probably, well, see, that's the thing, I don't know. Because I try to be a nice person. I try not to roast people. But at times, people be bringing it out of me. Like, I was going to say one of my old managers. But they going to know, see, that's the thing. I feel like they going to know that I'm talking about them. But he probably be talking about me. I'm like, so I feel like, nah. I'm like, nah, I don't care no more. I know he had to have been, the way that dude was disrespecting people, I know he had to have been talking about me when he got home. Went up to his wife. Wife was all like, so honey, how was work? And he's like, same business. He's like, that big-headed black guy with the glasses, of course, he's giving me a hard time. And she was like, you're the manager, you could just fire him, right? You're like, yeah, but he's a good worker. Like, I can't fire a good worker. Like, I don't know, maybe he might be on his, like, black activities or something, and then we have a reason to fire him. I'm telling you right now, my old manager, he would say some racist things. I honestly feel like that man might have been a racist. But I think he might start, I don't know, I think hanging around me a little bit too much. I think he starts to let go of that racism. Because I think he did start like kind of like making, you know, good with everybody and things. But when I very first started working there, yo, he was saying do some stuff where I'm like, okay, yeah, I can tell you ain't seen no black movies recently. Chance. I'm also white, but I can recognize. Nah, he was Asian. He was Asian. I don't know what kind, but yeah, he was Asian. The one white manager, the one that hired me, he was cool. He's somebody where I'm all like, nah, I could tell he grew up like around black people. That manager, now the one that hired me, yeah, he was one of those managers where I'm all like, nah, I definitely would be one of those content creators where I'm all like, nah, I'm going on a whole search for my old manager so I could give this man like $10,000, $20,000 or something. I'm like, your kids need like their college tuition paid off. I got you. He's one of those managers where I would check up on him just to see how everything is going. But the one that was racist, nah. You gotta hit him. I hit him with a Thanos quote, but like, I don't even know who you are. I'm like, you gonna have to back up. He's the one I'll call security on. Racist. See, and that's the thing. I think, you know, that's one thing that I'll say about some people. I think when they get to hanging around other racist people, they tend to forget who they are and where they came from. So I feel like he might have hung out with one too many negative people that, or people that had a negative influence in his life, and that's why he became the turtle-like man he was. He was built like a turtle. Like if a turtle was a human, it would be him. I'm like, you know, you have most people where they just got like a build to them, you know? They got like something. Him, on the other hand, it's like, nah, bro. He was like like the beginning of NBA 2K build. Like he ain't have no badges. He ain't had nothing. He was just him. I'm trying to think about that. Then there was the one manager. She tried to put herself on the same scale as my mom. She tried to she was trying to overall make me have that same respect for my mom that have it for her. And I'm like, ma'am, my mom I won't cuss out, but you I would cuss out. So you can't put yourself on the same scale as my mom. That woman birthed me. You just signed my paychecks. That's it. And boss me around. But you're not my mom. I'm like, you're not that mom, pal. You're not. I'm like, you might think that you are, but you're not. Yeah, I had some moments at my old job. My old job, it was just one of those things where I'm gonna hope the guy wasn't Japanese because comparing him. This is turtle. I don't know. I feel like I should ask like one of my old employees because they might have known, but I didn't. I didn't even pay attention. But yeah, he was definitely just one of those guys where I'm all like, man, you know, if I seen you outside getting jumped by a bunch of crackheads, like as long as they wasn't going to like put you in the hospital, but it was like one of them like you're gonna be embarrassed afterwards. Like they're just outside giving you a wedgie or something. I would stand there and would watch. I'm like, hey, we off work ground, so you can't fire me. I'm like, I'm sorry that you have to go through what you're going through. Them crackheads giving you a wedgie, but what did you do to them? That's what I would like to know. Why are they giving you a wedgie? But I'm gonna stand here and watch because this is entertainment to me. I haven't seen entertainment in years. Seeing a manager that I don't even get along with getting a wedgie from crackheads. Oh yeah, I'm definitely watching that. Be mad, bruh, but attempted murder is the dumbest crime. Still in trouble. I probably would get in trouble. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I would get in trouble if I stood there and watched, but see, that's the thing though. I just, you know, I wouldn't want that for him. I would more so just want him to be embarrassed. See, that's one thing about it. It's all like, yeah, I might have like my ill feelings towards people, but like, nah, I don't want nothing crazy to happen to him. Just something that we can, you know, at least I can laugh about. He might be embarrassed, but I'm gonna be cracking up. But yeah, I'm like, it was between him. All the other managers was cool though. Like there's the one that I would, every time on my lunch break, I'll go visit her because she was cool. Then there was the one that hired me. He was probably the best manager out of them all. I was like, ain't no offense to the other good managers, but he, in my opinion, he was the best. The catering managers though, they were chill, they were solid. I had no issues with anybody in the catering department. Trying to think who else. And then like, yeah, all the rest of the employees, like they were all cool too. I had to say it was the 2 managers and 1 cashier. Them were the only like 3 people, because there was like a lot of people that worked at our cafe. And I had to say, for the most part, I met everybody that had worked there. And yeah, it was like, you know, just them 3. It was some issues. But I think it was more so with the cashier though. I think that was what my issue was. I didn't like listening. I'll admit that. Like I definitely was on my rebellious stage when I was working at that place. Cause anytime it was like when they tell me to do something, I'm like, fam, I ain't gotta do that. I'm like, oh wait a minute, I work here. I ain't even had a job yet. I could get one, but I'm mentally disabled diagnosed, so it's not gonna be. I see. See, now they should have like more job opportunities for, you know, people that like, you know, they dealing with some sort of disability. I'm like, there's so many different jobs out there. You would think there would be one, but I mean, I don't know. It's just nowadays it's like you got people, they're weird about that type of stuff. I'm like, with me, if I got a business and I need workers, I'm like, fam, as long as you don't do nothing crazy, work here, bro. Work here. I'm like, I want you to work here. See, that's one thing about it. It's like, and that's why, you know, just again giving credit to the manager that hired me. I felt like that he definitely did take a chance on me. And I was like, I couldn't, even after he had left, I was like, I still didn't want to let nobody down. So that's how I look at it. I'm like, if I got a business, I'm like, I gotta take chances. Because I'm like, nowadays, you know, yeah, people, they be needing jobs. So it's like, I'm not going to deny a person. I'm like, they need to make money. I'm like, people need to survive. So, but yeah, it's like, you just got some weirdos out there when it comes to that type of stuff. Don't be wanting to hire people. That's actually, no, that's a solid idea. They have there's this one platform called Blender. You should check that out. Nah, I can't even go do that. But yeah, you should check. Is Blender? I'm trying to think of another one. Probably Blender would be the best. I think that's the one that I always see people use. I should have got my cone to say I ain't gonna make it. Trying to think. I think Unreal Engine is good too. Don't crash, don't crash. Come on, come on. And I'm gonna crash. No, I'm not. There we go. Like, honking at me. I am on Xbox, but I only play with friends that I know, so in case if you gonna ask, can I join? I'm like, nah, I only play with people that I know. Yeah, it's just a thing. I'm like, I just don't really trust random people. Sorry, I hope you understand, but I'm like, yeah, it's just, you know, you got people out there where I'm like, I've lost my trust with random people on the internet. I'm like, you most likely don't know who I am, but I think if you did a little bit of research, then, oh, that's why you don't be trusting nobody. People out nowadays, they be out here acting crazy. Not saying it's you, but there's just some weirdos out here. They should have like a thing though where it's like on Twitch where it you can I think I'm allowed to, or I should be getting a car. But they should have like a thing that like allows you to like, oh, it's like you can separate those that want people to join and then those that just, you know, just streaming just to be streaming. How Seattle's chill. It's chill. You know, you might, some areas, well, more so the tourist areas are chill. Anywhere else, it's like you're gonna most likely be dealing with people, homelessness, people high off drugs. What else? Crazy people at that. I'm trying to think of some other stuff, but for the most part, Seattle, yeah, it's cool. That's nice. I'll take it. Oh, they added multiple playlists? Heck. I thought it was just that one, but I guess not. It's like if they going to tend into a fire, that fire, whatever it is, it burnt down. Fire truck is driving mad slow. Like, and the fact that people was comparing this to Test Drive, I'm like, man, at least, I mean, you know, this game, you know, it's been out for a minute, so they got more time, but Test Drive, I'm like, man, that's just not even a fair comparison. Can't compare this game to that. I'm like, that game all the way unfinished. Dang, I forget that this game ain't got no offline mode, not yet. I messed up on that. Some new car games, he still can't drive. He's actually trying to. You know, the crazy thing is that that's me too. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, like, I can, but I just ain't got the proper, you know, stuff to drive. But the thing is this though, cars are expensive. Even if you do just get you like a small little cheap car, that's the stuff nowadays is expensive. You go out and get a car, you gotta pay for insurance. Then you might have that one person that's all like, oh, I'm gonna crash into your car, I ain't got no insurance. And then it's like, it might be because out here in Seattle, look, that's the thing with just, not even just Seattle, all of Washington State, people do not know how to drive. I have almost been hit walking. I have been a pedestrian on a sidewalk and almost got hit by cars. So I can only imagine. It's like, yeah, you from time to time out here in Washington, you will hear where it's like car accidents happen, and it's like, how did that even happen? So it's like, it's one of those things where I'm all like, when I feel that I have the funds to be like, okay, if something happens, I got the money to take care of it, okay, you know. Because it's like, you might deal with the one person, it's like, car is totaled, now I gotta go out and get me a whole new car. Yeah, it's like, it's just, you know, cars are expensive. I encourage people to get cars. You know, it's a lot easier to access places, but at the same time, it's expensive. And then you're gonna have it where like gas-related cars, they're gonna be obsolete. They're gonna be on some stuff where it's all like all cars gonna be electric. It's 8 a.m. Yeah, it's like, it's out here. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you about Washington. The other 49 states, yeah, bro. There's some states like down south, I feel like people, they drive normal. It ain't like on no business where, you know, people are acting crazy and all that other stuff. You got long roads. Like down south is beautiful when it comes to driving. Except for Texas. I heard some horror stories about Texas. But, like I remember going to Louisiana and I was like, nah, it was chill. The drivers out there, they were mad chill. I didn't mean to hit that limo. But people drive like that. They hit your car because they just out here, they just forget that they're driving. And you just got some people out there where it's all like, they do have their license, they have a car, they have it all. They got the money, they got all that stuff, and they still don't know how to drive. Like, you got where people, there's like multiple YouTube channels where it shows drunk drivers. People just, you know, it's like, you just got people out here that don't know how to drive. So I'm like, me, I know I will be stressed out if I'm out here trying to maintain a car, but it's constantly being damaged because you just got people out there that's just careless. Like, I think if I lived in a state where it was like, you know, driving wasn't so bad, then I'm like, oh, okay, you know, yeah, sure. But Washington, nah. Plus, I live in an area where it's all like, you know, driving, it just seemed like it would be pointless because it's like everything is so close. So, like me, I'm like smack dead in the middle of everything. So I'm like, it just seemed like it would just, you know, unless I'm like traveling outside, then. Exactly. Like that prime example, Jack Doherty. You got people out there that's all like, you know, they be on their phone. I'm gonna demonstrate it real quick. I'm gonna demonstrate it, all right? So, I'm just gonna pull over to the side of the road. So it's all like, oh, hey, you know, look at me and my nice fancy, what kind of car is this? It's a Honda. A Honda NSX. Okay, I'm like, yeah, look at me, guys, at my nice Honda NSX. All right, I'm gonna go out in the road now. I'm gonna drive at high speeds. Oh, look, I'm getting a text message. I wonder who could be sending me a text message right now. And then they uncrashed into a Camaro. That's how that goes. I guarantee and I promise you, this car accident didn't happen before. Then you might have the one person that's all like, oh, well, I ain't got insurance, so I'm just gonna drive off. Wait a minute. Wait, are they after me? Oh, bruh, I was about to say, I'm like, that's a thing now? I'm like, dang, I can't even hit a car and escape? Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, man, I'm about to go to crew jail. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm not getting the Jack Doherty treatment. I was about to say, I'm like, bro, it wasn't even me as my front car is damaged. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You gotta buy that, so I ain't even gonna fool with that. That's messed up, man. Why would they have it where you gotta buy that? I'm like, they should have just added it in the game for free. Alright, let's see what other games I can play. I can't think of nothing on here. I think I'm just gonna play Dragon Age. But yeah, I'm like, you got some people out there where it's like they just very careless, and it's scary. Like, you definitely, that's another thing too. I'm like, drunk drivers. I'm like, you got where people, they want to get behind the wheel of a car, be drunk out of their mind, and be like, oh yeah, I'm okay to drive. I've done this before. Actually, I think I'm gonna play a little bit of TCG real quick. Can't privilege your way out of a car. And you got some people out there that think along those lines. You got some people out there where they're all like, oh well, my dad, he's the president of the United States, and I'm like, fam, that's like me saying that. I'm like, even if it's the man that just got elected or the current president, I'm like, I think, you know, racially wise, that's not gonna work. But yeah, it's like you got some people out there where it's like they'll say some old dumb stuff like that, and then they truly do believe that the cops should just let them go. Okay, drive, then die. This is what happens. So the drunk driver will get behind the wheel of a car and be like, oh yeah, I'm okay to drive. I can drive and all that stuff. Then they end up getting somebody. No, it ain't them that dies. They end up killing somebody else. That's usually how that stuff goes. It's never a situation where the drunk driver dies, and you know, it's like, I'm not saying that needs to happen, but that's usually how it goes. What's this? Card? Oh, it's just some more card sleeves. Dang, I'm about to spend $1,000. Collectors, but oh nah, I ain't spending that much. Maybe next time. Those real Pokemon cards. No, so this game, so they're not, and it's funny because I was just talking about that earlier, how this game, it's kind of like Pokemon, but no, it's like it's fictional cards. They're not like actual Pokemon cards due to copyright claims. Yeah, there was all like, because they were just talking about that yesterday, how the people behind Pokemon, they're like suing Pal World because they're all like, oh, it's infringing on our copyrights or something like that. And I'm like, bro, it's a video game. Relax. That would drive me crazy. Somebody standing there. I'm like, man, move out the way. I'm like, dang, bro, he ain't even open yet. Wait a minute. And then, yeah, let's put that. There we go. There we go. I should buy some more stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna see. I should do that and then get like some shells. Pretty much is a ripoff though. It, in a way, it is, but it's fun though. And it's a lot cheaper. You know, it's like when you think about it, I'm like, you got where Nintendo is out here charging $70 for games that came out years ago. I'm like, to me, if it came down between Pal World, they allow you to play that game for free through the Xbox Game Pass. But it's one of those games where I'm all like, I honestly wouldn't even care if I had to buy it because it's a cheap game. It's a $30 game, and they're giving you the same stuff that you can do in Pokemon and Legend of Zelda. So I look at it like this. I'm like, hey, if the game's cheaper, I ain't gonna have no beefs with it. Yeah, let's buy, because there's still some stuff I haven't even gotten yet. Can't buy that. I gotta be, oh, shop level. Dang, I'm only at 14. That's just the same as those. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, and the thing is this, Pokemon Legend of Zelda, they're of course gonna be, good games, but I just think that when you got a cheaper game, and they got, like, a lot of stuff that you can do in there, yeah, I think people are gonna be playing that. They still gonna be classics. I think, you know, you guys got a much more bigger audience, but that's like WWE suing AEW because it's like, oh, you got wrestlers that are similar to our wrestlers. It's like, so what? Got so many Pokemon cards. I bought them in New Zealand. Pokemon cards, though, I'm like, that was like one thing that I never really did get into when I was a kid growing up. I wish I did, but yeah, I don't know. And then I tried, because I was like, I tried getting into them in my adult life for just overall for like content creating reasons, and I'm like, I don't know. One of these days, but I think for now, I'm like, I'm just gonna chill. It's like, there's so many different cards that you would have to gather up. I'm like, I'd rather just play a video game. Playing a video game is a lot more easier to manage. So I did that one, Since to use them, I just like them. Yeah, like, no, it's cause I that's like the whole motivation behind this game is that there are like events that go on where they do be having these like Pokemon cards and stuff. So like, I get the hype behind it, but at the same time, I'm like, man, it's a lot. Because I know if I get into it, I already know how competitive I'm going to get. And I'm like, bro, I ain't got the time. Like, let me lose a game. And I'm like, I'm going off. Dang, it's like the prices of stuff have not changed. Is he balding? Well, that man is balding for sure, but doing the red jacket and yellow, I don't even get why they got like mixing each other like that. He's giving me $20 and he gets like, bro, that was not 6 cents. I know that much. That man gave me $20. That's like, you don't know how to count. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? I honestly, I can't even begin to tell you which one would be my favorite, because I don't know, like, I didn't really get into them like that. So I feel like if I were to say anything, it would be like, oh, that's the basic one. I'm trying to think. Dang, what's up with all these people coming in here stinking? Like Pokemon. I'm like, cause now I just sound like a fake fan. Or not, no, not Pokemon, Pikachu. My fault. This guy still stinks? That's crazy. I'm like, bro, the stench is getting real. I'm like, yeah, you leave. But yeah, Pikachu, I'm like, I'm just going based off of the ones that I know. I'm like, that's the one. I'm like, I know them, but I like Pikachu's the main one that I know. Pick is basic. Oh, okay, then yeah, Pikachu. I'm like, it's just something about him that, you know, makes me a dedicated Pokemon fan. I'm like, even though I've never sat down and watched anything Pokemon related. I should though, because I know they did come out with that like Pikachu movie some years back. That movie seemed like it was good. I forgot I need to put out them cards. Dang, man, these card packs be weak. $3 card pack, that's crazy. I just know there's like some people out there, they get offended by that type of stuff. It's like, cause me, I didn't really grow up watching like anything Pokemon related, so people, they get mad about that. You all like, oh, it's like, oh, what Pokemon shows did you watch growing up, or you know what cards did you? I'm like, I'm sorry, I wasn't really involved like that. It's like they be wanting to send you to prison behind that type of stuff. I'm like, dang, bro, for not being a Pokemon fan. They're like, did you at least get any Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I'm like, if it was like a Happy Meal thing, you know, for McDonald's, then maybe. I'm trying to think. I don't remember getting any Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was growing up. I was that's what I was invested in when I was a kid growing up. Hot Wheel cars. Hot Wheel cars, bro, could not take me away from no Hot Wheel cars. That was my collection growing up. Now, if we talking Hot Wheel cars, bro, that's a collection that I would get back into even today. Bro, I'm getting tired of these customers. If I grab this thing one more time. Look, he trying to like hide within her, and it's like, nope, you stink, bro. One of my favorites is Minior? Minior? Is that how you pronounce that name? From Gen 7. Okay, okay. Yeah, I should, like, one of these days. I'm pretty sure they got, like, YouTube videos or just, like... No, they should do that. I'm pretty sure now, if they haven't did that, they should come out with, like, a documentary talking on, like, the origins, the best cards... Like, the whole just history lesson of Pokemon cards. Because I probably, now, if they were to do something like that, I probably would be a little bit more invested. They probably do have it, but I just gotta look for it. It's like, you know you stink. Now somebody else is coming in here stinking. Okay. I'll take that. Trying to think what else can I put out. People really be stressing out in these games too. I already know there was like that, and that would be me. I'd be that type. I'm all like, nope, I don't want to play the game no more. I would just like to know, like, what was the thought process when creating this game? Because that's what I would like to know. Like, who just sat down and thought, like, you know what? Let's make a video game where it's people are working at a card shop. Buddy is all like, you think that'll work? Like, you think somebody would play that? I'm like, man, all the different video games that came out, I know somebody would play that. As soon as she come through them doors, she's getting sprayed. It's like, don't fight it. It's like, just let it happen. Just get sprayed. Was he fighting it too? And they're like, probably stinking from earlier. She really got upset. And I'm all like, well, ma'am, take a shower. It's like, I mean, go into an establishment stinking. I don't know why I did it like that. Do I have any? No, I do not. There we go. I really like Diplin. Never heard of it, but sounds dope. I'm trying to think. I was heavily invested into Pokemon Go when it came out. I remember I did get into that a little bit. I was a part of that crowd. They got a actually a new like a Pokemon game where it ain't really a game, but it's an app where it's like you get to have like virtual Pokemon cards. So it's kind of like pretty much like people today where they, you know, they have like their collection, but it's like a virtual version of it. But that's the thing though, it's like they be having it where you gotta like pay money for it and crap for the cards, and I'm like, okay, fam, the game, it's digital cards. I mean, come on now. Oh, there we go. That's the downfall to that game. I'm like, that's stupid. I'm like, why would you think somebody gonna be out here paying for digital cards? It ain't even like I get to keep the cards in real life. I'm like, let's say that that game shuts down. I'm like, then what's gonna happen with like the money that I put into it? It's just too many companies nowadays. I'm like, it like money hungry. Yeah, it's like, it's a good idea, but I just think that it's like, it's silly though to have it where you out here paying money for it. This man came back stinking again. It's like he purposely came back stinking. I don't think I've ever seen that. They come back stinking twice. I think after this, though, I'm gonna play Dragon Age. I ain't gonna put no new cards out. I'm like, the amount of times I had to replace them cards. I'm about to close anyways, so. He just sitting there just looking at the wall. That is weird. He gonna really go over there? That's crazy. They know I'll close around this time too. And they still gonna come through and be like, oh, let's have a whole card game, knowing that this man about to close. He better not do it. He said I feel like he's seen me too. He know he was about to get sprayed. That's crazy. Walking down the streets thinking like that. They ain't gonna do, nah, we ain't gonna sit here and do that all over again. Dang, negative $2,000 in profit? And I forgot to pay my bills. Hold on for a second. Total amount. Oh, that's lightweight. Dragon Age, the VEILGUARD. Alright. Let's slay some dragons. What's up, Latina Senpai? Shout out to Latina Senpais, guys. Make sure y'all go follow her. Hold on. I'm gonna shout you out before getting to this game. I was lurking in your stream earlier. I don't know if you ended stream or if you still streaming. But I was gonna raid out to you if you was still streaming. Open a journal to contact the Grey Wardens or meet Morrigan. What was the button for journal? Was it I? No, it wasn't I. U? J? J. Oh, wait, I think I'm supposed to be talking with somebody. Are you buddies? Yeah, me and Latina Senpai, we cool. We cool. She a Twitch streamer. One of my good Twitch friends.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What
That's considered a friendly hiss?
Lighthouse is.
I'm like, bro, you
What
got
do you make of
a
it?
sinus issue.
It's, you know, big, floaty, fancy walls.
Oh, but there's so much more to it than that.
Balara seems to think so too.
She's been quite welcoming. However,
I wish I had
I
like a
noticed few
proper
of the
like
others
accent.
taken aback by
If I talk
Manfred.
like that, I'd like,
And I
I'd become a
overheard
news
remarks
reporter.
about my
I'm like, my
skulls.
job, my life would
My
be set for
necromancy
life with that
won't
type of
cause
job.
any undue worry, will it?
We're still getting used to one another.
True. And yet,
Give it time. We'll settle in.
I'm just
please
saying.
excuse me. Manfred and I should
Manfred,
finish our
yeah, that's the
trip.
thing's name.
Thank you
He
for
run up on
stopping
me in the
by.
middle of the night. It's getting shot. I ain't trying to see no skeletons with glowy eyes. I'm supposed to talk with him again? Didn't we just have a conversation?
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Vorgoth asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas.
Yeah, but it ain't
They
like
also
proper,
mentioned
like
displaced
their
priests from the
accent.
necropolis. I'm
Like
not
my
sure it's
accent,
quite
it sounds like an
convincing, but it bears
old-fashioned
investigation.
TV. Theirs is like a high
Origins,
definition 4K, 120 frames per second type TV. Like theirs is just better. Like I'm just saying, like if I talk like them or Morgan Freeman, them the two voices that I would want to replace my voice. Is this outside or inside? I ain't got mixed up in this place.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Like, nope, time to go. Be Morgan Freeman. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like Morgan Freeman. I'm like, bro,
Do you follow
he's
the chantry? The
he
pen
probably
I
was just
noticed
one day
is
just
on
talking
Rossi.
and didn't even realize
I
like
barely
his
keep
voice
the
would be
holidays.
legendary.
It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timenter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
That's awful.
It was against the Magister. I was the footnote.
Still.
The job got done. Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
Happily ever after. Why not, right?
Aren't you some sunshine?
Some shadows are optimists.
I hope you're right.
All right, Belle.
It's like my character
You
got
get me
horns
the name
coming
of
up
your
out the
cereal,
side of
I'll
his
try and
head. He
track
ain't
you
no
in.
sunshine.
Promise.
No, I'm supposed to
I'm
be
happy
scary.
That's fine.
I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Wasn't that the one girl's room with the other one? That was also in there? I'm like, she sure have just got... Oh, no, wait a minute. Never mind.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
That's it. She couldn't just... Alright. Like, she could overall. They could... That's like the type of stuff. I'm like, fam, you can text me. You know, you ain't gotta... just have me run all the way to your room. It's like, just come on now.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support. I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
Why he had to like crouch down to talk with her? I feel like he's like trying to throw shade at her. I'm like, fam, she's short, but she ain't that short. Like I feel like she's at a decent, I don't know, because I feel like my character is tall. So I feel like, I don't know, like comparing her to me, like she's probably what, like up to like maybe my chest. Okay.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Wait, hold on for a second, because it took me a moment to process that. Yeah, I wants to fight. Yeah, I'm like, let's go to it. We just out there just fighting just to be fighting? Oh, I like that. I'm like, I don't care about nothing else. Can I just fast travel to the... I need to stop doing that, pressing I. I probably can't fast travel to the place since I ain't never been there before. Oh, never mind. It's like, honestly, my character's fit. Like, I look like I have money, but at the same time, like, I feel like that I should be living in a... Well, then again, I'm like, I am living in some, like, floating house. I must got a lot of money if I'm out here living in a floating house.
Welcome to the Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Looking to fight?
Yes.
Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
Wait, me and her fighting?
The
Okay, I was about to
Hall
say.
of Valor are honored to welcome Emmerich Volcarnage Volcarin of the Moonwatch!
Nice!
Look at that. Barely
That's
a
it?
scratch. You'll want something with a bit more bite this time, I reckon.
Yes, I'm like,
All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
I'm like, just let the fights keep going. I don't need no breaks.
Everyone get the privy and grab a snack. You won't want to miss this next fight. You couldn't pay me to step in the pit with you, and coming from me, that's quite a compliment.
Okay. I didn't mean to do that. My fault.
Ready for something really spicy? I've got what you need. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
I'm like, ma'am, just let them go. I don't.
Everyone hit the privy and grab a snack. You won't want to miss this next fight. Look at that. Barely a scratch. I line them up and you keep knocking them down, but I still have some tricks.
I'm like, ma'am. I'm like, you send all them things and they're not doing nothing for me. Like, I ain't trying to brag, but at the same time, I'm like, ma'am, if that's all you got, I'm...
Unbutton those collars, my friends. This next fight is going to be hot.
Her bond increases just by fighting?
Spray from way over here.
That's crazy.
All right, this is really starting to annoy me. Once more, and don't you dare hold back. All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
Why she gotta be aggressive?
All right, who's ready for some action? I know I am.
Keep pushing! They're hammering on! We're losing people! Well struck, Rook! Oh. Push them harder!
They're dead now.
Strike them down!
Asamra. That's Kunlat for congratulations, right?
Thought she called me a derogatory name. I was about to say, I'm like a Sonra to you too.
You might want to try Ananra. You just said we are doing you.
I
What?
was saying it wrong all this time. Actually, that explains a lot. Anyway, Ananra out there. What are you in the mood for?
I'm like, send me
All right,
Mike
get your ass in
Tyson.
there and give us a show.
Hey, Jacob Fatu, somebody. I'm just saying.
Will Ravane bring the pain? Or will it be gold and glory for the Venatori? Get to the pit and find out.
Watch for incoming. Bro, not bad.
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you.
I know, I just can't. I showed up, win 6 fights. She's betting against me. I'm like,
are
man,
you in the mood
you don't
for?
believe in me. I'm like, that's crazy.
All right, get your ass in there and give us a show. We got the idea for this next match from a traveller named Armand. Then he used it to challenge Sheffy.
Is that a transformer? What is that?
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you. Who wants to get their blood pumping? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show. Grab a cold drink and unbutton those collars, my friends. This next fight is going to be hot.
Take him down.
Look at that. Barely a scratch.
Yeah, 2 more. Yeah, I can knock out 2 more.
Looking to fight?
Nope. But I'll do it
Get
anyways.
yourself in order and head to the entrance.
I get myself in order. How about you get the people that I'm fighting in order?
All right. Who's ready for some action? I know I am.
A sound hit charge.
Look at that. Barely a scratch. Looking to fight? Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting. All right. Who's ready for some action? I know I am. I see you picked up some nice tricks in the Shadow Dragons.
Well, When the Venatori have a floating palace that shoots firebolts, you have to get really good at not dying.
They say I got some stuff though. Did I not get? I guess not. That was the one that I wanted to change. Oh, I think, okay. All right. Oh, so this is how you view the whole map. Okay. I did not know that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it with this stream. I just wanted to knock out a few things in that game. I'm like, for anybody who wanted to get Dragon Age, that's a solid game. I definitely recommend it. But let's see who I can rate. Oh, she ended stream. Dang it. Can't find nobody to rate. Alright, so anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you everybody that stopped by tonight's stream. Stay tuned for the next stream, and peace.